Hi, Council. It's great to see you. My name is Mary Eng, and I know you are Dan Saltzman, Charlie Hales, Amanda Fritz, and Steve Novick. It's a pleasure to see you again. I'd love to tell you about my other adventures. I'd like to take a moment of silence for all victims of police brutality. One of the most painful and unusual things about this struggle that we face with police brutality is that it is a global struggle. Say, an organization like USAID wants to inspire law enforcement reform in cities where people are beaten and flogged on the public street. And our international objectives often don't match with our national performance. And I think if you go to the State Department will try to make it sound like our international disabilities treaty is something incredible and we are the pioneer country that has this model treatment of disabled people. But I think when we look at instances like this with this tasering event, we can see that our performance is not up to par. The taser is referred by the National Lawyers Guild as a less lethal weapon, and the implementation of less lethal weapons in lieu of better training and better crowd control and better security, I think, is very, very critical. It can often result in a traumatic brain injury when a person is thrown back to hit the pavement. And the medical costs that you will face with the ongoing traumatic brain injuries from the implementation of less lethal weapons, which of course you know cardiac arrest can be a result of tasers, should be something that is considered. I too am extremely personally offended by your rewards for the neo-Nazi or the Nazi or the Hitler enthusiast Mark Kruger. I'm offended by his role in the Vice Squad, whatever Vice means. I think some of our language in police accountability is really out of control and outdated. I'm personally offended by the use of the term gang. When a group of white people are walking down the road, they're just white hipsters. But when a group of black people walk down the road, you call them a gang. And I don't know what you mean by gang. And I think we need a critical evaluation of all of the linguistic things that we are using as we approach police reform, including the issues of mental illness. And if your police are inflicting mental illness, we are creating disabilities. And I think some kind of federal and state and local collaboration could ascertain if the Social Security Administration is going to have to give a PTSD check to somebody for their long-term disabilities because of some crime the Portland police have committed. Where's a prosecutor like Arlen Specter who's willing to take police down for police brutality? They have an absolute exoneration and impunity for this, and your bribe money or hush money or whatever this payout stuff you're doing doesn't really cut it in terms of the long-term cost to the state and drain on the medical system and drain on our trust. And I suggest you owe a debt to the Holocaust Resource Center for your insulting collaboration with Nazis. It offends me and it offends my grandpa. He went to Okinawa for this stuff. And as the ghost of Ransom Eng, this stuff really, really upsets me. And a lot of my best friends are Jewish. So this, I don't know, I'm just so offended.